Hello everyone, welcome to the actual 20th episode of Cooking with Heather. Today I'm going to make my very special chicken salad. Alright, let's get going, shall we? We need our cutting board. We have all our ingredients right here, as you can see. And our chicken breasts, which are over here. Very nutritious and very good for you. Alright, what we're going to do first is put some chicken on to boil. We fill it with water. We fill this pot with water. Pot makes it boil faster, and I use boiled water simply because, like boiled chicken, simply because you can spice the salad as you go. And we'll just put it on to boil. Frozen chicken breasts are the best to work with. They're for boiling purposes. And I just bought these chicken breasts yesterday. So we need some nice big breasts because then we'll get more chicken. We need to jam them in the pot. We maybe need 2, maybe 3. Depending on how big they are. Because this is for a salad for 7 people. We can put some littler ones in too, just so the dog will have something to eat. Because he likes chicken, he's a very picky eater. And so I like to make him chicken sometimes. And we'll turn that on. And we'll cover it, we'll put some air into it so it doesn't overflow. Alright, so we'll turn that on high and put these aside because we'll eat them later. And we need to wash our hands because we got messy with the chicken. And while that's cooking, we'll be chopping some things. Oh yeah, it's cooking now. We'll put our lettuce into rinse next. Because we have a salad bowl here in the sink. In the little... We'll rinse our salad and then we'll let it dry. Where's the thing? Oh. Well, rinse it just cause. I'll put this all in. Look at all this fresh green lettuce I got. This fresh green lettuce is so healthy. I personally prefer it to... I tear it nice and big and put it in the strainer, yes. We fill it up. We just fill it up. It's for 7 people and they want seconds, so we'll just fill it up for them. Definitely be giving it a lot of work. And the rest of the salad, it won't go to waste because I'll eat it for meals. plenty of salad and lettuce. Just a little bit more. There. That ought to be enough, and I'll save a little bit for myself. Okay, so I'll rinse my hands, and then I'll put some hot water on it. Dry my hands off. And now we let it drain. Alright, now we get to the finer points. We get to the finer points. We get our bowl there. And we've got some mushrooms. We just give them quick rinses. I don't care if they're wet. We're going to throw them in the pot. You know, they're nice and clean already, but I give them a quick rinse just to make sure everything's off. In fact, I'll give them all a quickie rinse. There, they're all clean now. Yes. Mushrooms are healthy. I just want to put all these lovely mushrooms in. And the salad is draining away. And these are just good vegetables. It's important to have lots of veggies in your salad. Look at all the mushrooms that are going in this lovely salad, this super chicken salad. We just want to put them all in so they're not wasted. I mean, I don't have peppers because peppers are very expensive, but they'd be nice to put in there too. Peppers cost a lot of money, unfortunately, so they cost $5 something a pepper at the Walmart, and I just don't have the money to budget for peppers. But if I had the money, I'd probably add them. So, but that's okay. I mean, you cook on your whatever budget you have. You don't have to go broke buying food just because you want to make a cooking video. And that's all the mushrooms. Okay. Now we're going to give it a quickie rinse, even though we don't need to. wipe. We're going to move on to the cucumbers. Well, there's actually just one very giant cucumber here. We're going to use all of it. Look at this sexy cucumber all the while our chicken is cooking away. I am right-handed, so I'm going to do this right-handedly. And hold it with my left hand. And we didn't need to wash the cutting board because cucumbers and mushrooms are both vegetables, but it's important to keep a clean workspace anyway. And fortunately, cucumbers are inexpensive, so I can put them in. What I do is I try to stack them and then do this. Cut them into fours. Just makes it a lot, it makes it bite size. Stack them. Cut them into fours. Stack them. Cut them into fours. It just makes it, they're bite size, they're easy to eat. Tons of reasons. Usually I'm a lot messier, but I'm taking my time for the sake of the video. Although this won't be judged by appearance. Now we're going to put the salad in a little later, because it's still draining in the sink. And we're also going to give it a little bath in some vinaigrette. Just to make it nice, but we're not at that step quite yet. And you know what, we can even use this part so we don't waste any of the cucumber, because food costs are going up by the day, you know? So I try not to be wasteful when I do cooking videos. I try to eat what I make or give it to somebody else who will eat it. Like I'm doing for this dinner party. I like going to other people's houses for parties and stuff because it gives me an opportunity to cook. But I also like to experiment sometimes. Now I'm not going to saute these because this is a salad. It's a very simple approach, but it's so complex at the same time. Because you have to put a certain amount of care into a salad. If you screw it up, making a salad, well, it's one of the simpler things you can cook. A salad is honestly one of the more simpler things you can cook, so. But you know, the way I do it is not simple. You have to chop a lot. You have to add flavor. You have to add seasoning. All right, now that's done. We just wash the board again. Kill the ickiness off of it, and we dry it, and we wash our knife. Because we're going to be working with something different than a vegetable. We're going to be working with a fruit. And I know people would say she's doing a salad for her 20th cooking video. Well, people have asked me about my salad. So I decided to give it a chance and give you all a chance to see. That almost ended badly. I'll just cut it this way. There we go. And we'll put a few apples in here to give some sweetness, although we don't want to put too much sweetness because I do have a special ingredient that I'm going to add. But this is cooking. This is simple cooking made complex. Probably use maybe 2 or 3 apples actually, because apples have great potential in a salad. I don't have grapes because grapes were very expensive. So I'll probably just use 2 or 3 of these apples. Maybe 4, I don't know. I don't want to put too much in the bowl. Here we go. And I've got the chicken boiling over there. And see, this is how they turned out. Probably actually only need 2. It's going to be a pleasant salad, and since spring is coming, it's coming, I don't know when, but it's definitely coming. Well, we'll just set this in the sink for the moment because we don't need it yet. Alright, so that's it for that part. Now let's move on, shall we? Now we're going to get fun. So we'll put our apples away because we don't need them anymore. Because we're going to put some other things in here. The canned version kind, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? That's not necessarily a bad thing that we're putting canned food in here. So let's move all this around. Let's move our other ingredients around. Towel. We've got some chickpeas. We've got some chunky tuna. Got some cut green beans. We've got some assorted peas. Oh, and we also have a very special ingredient that I'm going to add. Oh yes, and we've got some cranberries or craisins. I don't know what they are, which one they are. But we're going to use them, and we've got some of these for flavor. I'll show you how later. Anyway, we're going to start by adding the peas. Or the beans, sorry, these are beans. And I'll just dump this juice out because nobody likes bean juice. And then we'll put the beans in the salad. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hungry for this salad with you. Okay. Just looks so appetizing. And now we're going to go with the assorted peas. You know, there's nothing wrong with using canned food in a masterpiece. Because that's what this is. This is a masterpiece. Be careful with these lids. Be careful with these lids, especially like the olive ones or the other ones that you have to kind of use your fingers, because I got stitches here trying to open an olive lid because it sliced the living crap out of my finger. And there's still a scar there, although you can't see it. I had stitches in this finger to sew it back together. So be careful when you're opening cans. If you have a cat, you can give them the tuna juice. They'll love it. It's healthy for them. But I don't have a cat anymore. It died before I moved to Lethbridge, so. Anyway, we're gonna do chickpeas because personally I like putting chickpeas in salad, but you know, I just haven't had the time to do it lately until now. You could also put kidney beans if you have them. I don't. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm hungry for salad. See, look at that. Isn't that extraordinary? Dang. And we don't even have the salad in there yet. Look at all that extraordinary mixture. We better put the salad in, eh? All right. Let's get some salad in here. Let's tear it up as we do it. It's all clean. Plenty to put in here. We tear it up so people won't have too much in a mouthful. And I made it comfortable for me. I didn't put any cheese in it like I used to because I'm going to be eating the salad too. So I have to make it comfortable for me. All right? The chicken's just humming away. All right. Okay, so in order to toss this, we have to get in there and just use our hands. At least our hands are clean, right? So we have to use our hands to move it about, move the lettuce about and get those ingredients around. It's a messy process, but it's the only way. Just get it in there. You really have to just allow yourself to let go. Oh. Well, it looks like we don't have room. I mean, some things will fall out of the bowl, but you just got to get in there and let it speak for itself. And we will have room for the chicken. We'll just have to be creative there. Oh my goodness, that's lovely. That's amazing. And yet we have more ingredients, so we need to dry off our hands. And beware that this can make a mess, but that's okay. We've got some nacho chips here now. And you see what I'm doing, I'm crunching them up. For flavor. Now, of course, that's not enough by any means. And we can even crunch it up like that. There, that's probably enough. Put that away since we don't need it. Just get in here and settle it around. I mean, of course, prim and proper people won't get their hands in. Like, prim and proper chefs won't do this because they don't think it's proper, but how else are you going to get all the ingredients around unless you get your hands dirty? Yeah. And yet we have more things to put in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put some cranberries or craisins or whatever these are. That's probably enough. My mom will get mad that I wasted most of her craisins, but who cares? She should have took them when she was here yesterday. If she wanted them so bad. Just have to be gentle as you do this. You have to be really gentle. Because if you do it aggressively, all your salad's gonna fall out. This is a messy process as it is, so you've got to be careful. And yet, we're not done yet because we still have to add the chicken. But we should find a home for this salad. We'll put it in a bag and put it in the fridge. Because I don't like using a ton of Tupperware if I don't have to. And we need this for the chicken when it's done. So there we go. We'll save some salad for later. Or tomorrow or whatever. I'll be eating salad for days, but it's good for me. Definitely put that aside and see how our chicken's doing. Is it done? Looks like it. Definitely looks like it's been done. It's been cooking in steam and other warm. You have to be gentle with the chicken. You can hear me pouring it in to the strainer, but you have to be gentle with it because the steamy water could burn you if you're not careful. And you know, just a tip, when you're done with the pot that you've had on boiling, put hot water in it so that there's not so much steam and smoke. And then you run some nice cold You run some cold water over the chicken. Just to kind of get, it'll eventually cool down after a few minutes. See? The steam's rising up. You may not be able to see it, but it's there. This little guy's ready. So let's use him. It's a little red, but who cares? Look at how beautiful this is. It's really warm too, so it'll be a warm salad. Yeah, look at that. It's so warm and moist, and it's really good. It'll be really good when it dries off and when it cools down. That can go in. May I recommend you use the big breast next? It's not quite cool, but it's just a beautiful thing. And you have to make the pieces small. And you can give some to your dog if you want. Or you can throw it away if you don't like the color, but I like the color on mine. I definitely like the color on this. It's very, very well cooked. And it looks like this one didn't fully cook as fast as the others, so we will just simply put that in a Tupperware container and throw it in the microwave and finish it, because we don't want anyone getting sick. Sometimes there's a chicken breast that cooks slower than the others, so we will just put it in for 5 minutes. But I assure you the rest are cooked. Just sometimes there's that one chicken breast that decides to go slower than the rest, and it drives the cook crazy. There's nothing wrong with that, it just needs to cook a little longer. But we'll rinse off our board and our knife anyway. And this is done, we don't need it anymore. now we just wait for it in the microwave. We'll put this here till we need it again, and we'll bring the salad back. Now let me teach you that you've got to be super gentle with this chicken because it's still a tiny bit hot. You have to, you know how when you fold flour or fold dough, you have to fold the chicken into the salad. Some of it will fall out, but that's okay as long as it doesn't fall on the floor. You can put it back. You just have to be gentle with it. Fold it in. Look at that. While we're waiting for that chicken, we ought to clean up our workspace a little bit. What do you think? And I'll stick it in the sink to dry. We'll rinse off our other things as well. Just stick that in the sink to dry. There's some dishes in here that shouldn't be because they're too clean. Just give it a bit of time. Oh! Jeez. There. Let's clean it up. There, that's better. There we go. Okay, so I'm oh yes, it's definitely cooked. We'll get our tools out and finish the job. And if it's too hot to touch, which this seems to be the case, get a fork. Hold it down so you don't burn yourself. looks a little dark, but you know what? We can work with this. We can definitely work with this. This part was, I don't know, it was fat. Some of the littler breasts have fat in them, and it's just not fun to work with. Little piece of fat was just... Right, and we are officially done with the cutting board. Now look at that salad. Doesn't it look awesome? All right. Let's move it closer. And we've got some lovely raspberry vinaigrette dressing right here. We're going to poke the hole in the top with a knife and just... And it's time to get dirty again. But be really gentle because this is a delicate salad. Be really, really gentle. And that should be it. Don't want to tuss it too much. And that's it. That's the process of making a super chicken salad, minus a few ingredients that I couldn't afford. And now, since I can't find the lid, oh, there's the lid. Never mind, I found it. We'll give you a view of the super chicken salad, just as a parting gift. Doesn't that look really yummy? And it's done over in raspberry vinaigrette dressing. What we're going to do now is put it in the fridge so it has time to set and become very cool and dry off. So that's what we're going to do. And this has been the 20th episode of Cooking with Heather. Bye.